How's it going, everybody? So, just within the last hour, I have been creating an outline, writing an outline for a video. Um, I guess kind of comparing animal foods to plant foods, talking about the pros and cons and the misunderstandings behind both of them. Okay, and in plant foods we have fruits and starches included. There's a lot of misinformation about carbohydrates in general. Um, and I, of course, also mentioned the animal foods how a lot of people misinterpret studies and they use inefficient population studies to correlate flesh foods with diseases. And one of the points on there, which is very, very important, which I want to discuss in this short video here, is that, okay, so misinformation on fruit, okay? Fructose, right? There's studies that show fructose seems to increase fatty liver disease and insulin resistance and other things. But here's the thing. These studies, most of them were done using isolated fructose, okay, without the entire fruit. So fruit juice and fructose as a sweetener, etc. The problem with that is fructose by itself might be harmful, but so is most processed sugar. But when you eat fructose in the entire fruit, you know, it's got synergistic nutrients such as pectin and fiber that helps to, you know, prevent any kind of harmful effects from the fructose. The fiber and pectin help the body metabolize the fructose properly so that it is nothing but health benefits. The same thing goes on with animal foods, okay? And these are just singular examples, but in eggs, okay, there's synergistic nutrients that work with the cholesterol to make sure it's metabolized properly in your body. Same thing with the saturated fat. You have, for example, choline. Choline is one of the most commonly talked about nutrients in eggs that help the body to metabolize the cholesterol and saturated fat properly. Without the synergistic nutrients, the cholesterol and saturated fat might be harmful. Same thing goes for the fructose. Without the pectin and fiber, it's harmful. We know that. But with the fiber and pectin in the whole fruit, we know that fruit and, you know, vegetables in general are extremely healthy and beneficial to the body. So, of course, the problem here is that, you know, you have two tribes, actually two big industries that are wanting to fight against each other and win a war. You have the animal product industry, and then you have the sugar industry and the vegetable oil industry, etc. You know, vegetable industry wants you to think butter is bad so they can sell more vegetable oil. The sugar industry wants you to think that fat is bad so you can eat more low-fat products and eat more sugar. But the same thing goes for both sides. You have these ketogenic diet people who want to say that, you know, carbs are bad, but then you have these vegan people who want to say that animal products are bad. Look, the fact is they're both beneficial in different ways. As long as you eat whole foods, you'll be fine. You also want to make sure you don't have any nutrient deficiencies, so you want to eat a wide variety of plant foods, and you also want to use a tool like chronometer. Sorry if it's shaking a little bit. My apartment's extremely cold, so I'm like shaking, and so is the camera. But yeah, so you know, it really bothers me because like most people are easily manipulated by propaganda. They're super easily convinced, you know, one way or the other, and they're misinformed. And they go around calling people like me stupid and ignorant and whatnot, when the fact is they are the ones who haven't done their research. But for me, I've done over 4 years of research. I'm sure I've spent at least 10 times the energy and hours that these other people have put in, yet they insist that they're right, even though they haven't researched it like I have. And usually when you debate with these people, it's very clear that they don't even understand the facts they're trying to speak. I could usually explain vegan propaganda better than the vegans can. Like, I could convince you veganism is healthier much better than a vegan could. Because I actually was vegan for a long time and I understand the science. It's really sad. Anyway, you know, take that how you will, and, you know, do your own research on the synergistic effects of different foods and nutrients and how they all interact with each other. There's another interesting example, and there's millions of examples I could use, but I'm just kind of like giving some basic, really common ones that most people have heard. But let's say that, you know, okay, so polycystic amines, I probably fucking butchered the fuck out of that because I haven't read these studies in a long time. But basically, whenever you burn food, like let's say you burn a burger on a grill, or you burn a vegetable on a grill, right? That black, crusty, burntness that gets on foods when you overcook them. Okay, we know that that is carcinogenic, but there's compounds in some plant foods that can actually counteract and to an extent sometimes even completely void any kind of harmful effects that the carcinogenic burnt part of the food might cause. So if you eat a lot of like grilled, charred, burnt foods, whether they're vegetable or animal, those are, you know, carcinogenic to an extent. But if you eat broccoli, you know, something like broccoli, which contains different sulfur type antioxidants that boost glutathione, these can actually counteract the effects of the carcinogenic burnt stuff. Of course, if you want to be as healthy as you possibly can, just avoid the carcinogenic stuff, right? But the point is, you know, okay, so something's carcinogenic, but you could be eating something else that could completely null or void the effects of, you know, whatever it is that's carcinogenic, okay? So, you know, I'm just trying to give examples of how, you know, different nutrients work in synergy. You know, saying like, oh, you know, animal products cause cancer and blah, 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 which, you know, flawed study designs most of the time. They're using population studies that include societies that eat tons of vegetable oils, fried foods, sodas. I mean, how many people do you know that eat animal products that don't drink sodas on the side, that don't order a burger with french fries, right? Who just orders a burger and eats the meat? Nobody. They all order a burger with french fries, fried chicken, chicken nuggets, soda, you know. It's cooked in vegetable oil, but yet they claim it's the meat, the flesh. It's absolutely insane. These studies can't be considered credible. Anyway, yeah, just a couple of points I want to make here while I'm taking notes or whatever, writing down notes and things. Hopefully, I'll bring that video to you guys soon. Until then, I'm probably going to post a blog post with my outlines from now on. So, let me know what you all think in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.